Hello and welcome to Scoping Out Tools. Now, I haven't done too many microscope videos recently because one, we've actually taken one of our machines and installed it at a customer site, and the other is we've been busy with a major conference, which I think I've got a little bit of video footage which I'm going to put up here. Now, uh, since I haven't been able to do that, it means that on the weekends I do have very few bits of time, but I did actually pop along to a vintage market where I was managed to get some keys and also some other tools. So let's see what I actually bought. So the first tool that I actually got, it's from somebody that I bought from before, is a saw set. So for setting the teeth for after when you're sharpening up your tool, making sure that they're not actually misbent. This one is an Eclipse number 77, English made. I've got 13 marked on it. I don't know what the 13 means, but basically you set your tooth value there and you bring it in and you push it. And I've already bought one of these off Amazon. I haven't used it yet, but it was because I'd intended to do sharpening of the saw based on what I saw on one of Andy Firth's videos. The second tool that I've got is a leather punch. So I can actually just click it into place and then bring it down and it will punch through the leather. Again, I will probably show these testing out. So that's Elliot Lucas Elect, again made in England. I don't know if I'm obviously going to clean this up a little bit. There's not too much damage to it. The mechanism turns okay, but I will probably add a little bit of graphic powder to it because it should then be less sticky, hopefully. This, oh yeah, and this was £5, as was this. And actually, all these tools next were all actually £5. Um, they were a little bit more when individually, but because I got them as a set. Now, the next lot are actually all related together. And it is for marking on leather. So there was three that I'd put at a higher cost. Might be the Cosmopolitan. Um, I think it might have been this one, and possibly this one. I think it's got some extra patterning on at the side. I I've got a DRGM. I don't know if that is actually a maker's mark or not. So I've got Cosmopolitan one. This one doesn't have any marks. This one again doesn't have any marks. That's a bit loose, that one. I don't know if I can actually get that back. And then this one as well. Again, a little bit of give. I don't know if that's intentional. And then this one obviously here. There's a tiny amount of give there. But yeah, so I actually bought all these again for actually £5 each. I was happy enough with that actually. I've got things off that person before. I'm going to be buying more stuff off them, and I'm unlikely to be buying any more leather tools on it. But I guess that means I now need to actually do some leather working. And so the next lot is, I think these are the brass keys, or sorry, may not be brass, the metal keys, the French, covered in rust. So that's my first job, is to actually clean them up. But I just really liked the different shapes that were in them. So nothing too like. It's just I like the look of them. Um, so they were £9 for the six of those. There were some other ones that I would have taken, but there's a limit of how much I'm wanting to spend until I see what I can actually do with it. I've got more keys actually up that way, obviously. And then this one was actually £2 from somebody. The key bit here is that the key bit, the key part here is that I've got some cabinets, drawer cabinets desk cabinets that I want to open, which I'm going to maybe just do a quick cleaning video of a lock and how this one actually fits in it. And this is the lock that I'm looking at. So I've taken it obviously off the, it's a drawer unit, not a drawer unit, a cabinet. And I got, as I say, I bought these keys for £2. Um, Pretty standard keys, but the bits that I was interested in is these little cabinet keys because they don't come up often, and often antique dealers and that take them out even when they're passing. So the problem that I've got is that when I actually turn this, oh, I've got the right way. No, it's not that one. I think it is that one. When I turn this, oh, let me just try another one. When I turn this, it'll go right. So that's the lock way. So I'll go this way. That pulls that pin up. I don't know if you can see that pin up. That brings this part out, and I can reverse at this stage, right? And that's not a problem. The problem comes with me going past it and then back. Oh, so that one time it worked. But let me just come back the way like that, bring it back. Oh, of course it's now working nicely. So I need that consistent anyway. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of care on it because I think there's little bits of rubbish inside. So I'm just going to get like the picks and start removing as much as possible. So let me just do this a few times. Yeah, see that's it stuck now. So let me just put that back. Is it that way? Right, okay. So it seems to be this is going forward. So let me just take that back. Right, that's locked. Push that forward. Oh, yeah, see, it's not consistent. Let's just. No, that's lifted it. So it's just that initial lift. So so I can pull it up slightly, but see, it's not consistently getting it. So it's just something that needs to lift that bit. But actually, that, to be honest, that might be fine now that I know that I've got to lift it for it to close. No, because I can't lift it when the thing is locked. So, hmm. So I'm just actually taking the little bits out, and this actually worked. This got it to start locking back and forward. Interestingly, though, it seemed to be only that one key that managed to actually do it. So I kept going back and forward, just checking to see whether it would work, and then I just gave it a little bit of polish just in case it was actually causing it to stick. I probably should have actually used a little rotary tool, but I was just it was quite hot in the garage because obviously it was summer heat. But yeah, you can see that the lock was working. Then a little bit of brasso just to clean it up a little bit. And I have actually forgot that I wanted to show you it back um, on the actual bureau itself, but adding a bit of graphic powder to make it look a little bit more easy. And that is a vintage tool haul. So as I've mentioned, I am between microscopes at the minute. I'm hoping to have another one installed in the next couple of weeks. Once I've got that one installed, I should then be able to try getting some microscope videos out again. I've got all my little packs of solder ready to actually have a look and compare them, and see which ones, how different they actually look. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and join me again on Scoping Out Tools. Bye for now.